Okay guys, we're back with a video on a system where the outside unit was not working. When we got here, we found that the contactor was engaged, so that means that it's calling for it from the inside, but we're gonna see why it's not coming on. Okay, so you're gonna get your voltmeter and put it on VAC to check for voltage. Put the leads one on each side of the contactor. And we're not getting any voltage. And before we go inside and check the inside, let's check from one leg to ground to make sure that the breaker's not dead on just half. One leg of the contactor to ground on the unit, and we have nothing. So we know that there is no power in this unit. Let's find out why. Found that the disconnect box has some fuses on it. I've already removed one so we can check it out. You're going to want to change your voltmeter over to the continuity setting, which is that one right there. And it's kind of hard to do with one hand, but if you touch these prongs together, it should have continuity. So let's touch one end of the fuse to test it. Probably don't want to do that on metal. Let's do that on the floor here. Put one end on this side and one end on this side. And as you can see, the fuse is open. That means for some reason this compressor has caused that fuse to open up. So normally if it wouldn't have burned that fuse, we would have had tripped the breaker instantly. So in this case, we're going to check to see if the compressor is grounded, which is one of the things that causes that. So we have removed the wires from the common and the run and from the hermetic, which are the 3 wires that come from the terminal inside the compressor. And now let's check to see if these are grounded. Okay, so we're going to go, or actually stay on continuity and see if these things are grounded from their wire to ground. So the way to do that, you take your hermetic wire, put one end on the end of your hermetic wire and touch the ground on the other. And if you hear continuity when you do this, that means you have a grounded compressor, and that compressor is no good and you're going to need to replace it. So the only way to fix this problem is to replace this compressor or replace this whole condenser. In which case, this is a R22 condenser and it's pretty old. We're going to have to replace it with a 410 system, upgrade the coil and all that good stuff. But it looks like it was already on life support with all the things that it had in there. It had a hard start kit, and looks like they piggybacked some capacitors to make it work. And maybe they didn't have the right size or whatever. That'd be a good video to make to get you guys out of a bind for all you junior techs out there. Anyway, stay tuned. This is how you diagnose a bad compressor.